was you were last doing?
I had just talked to some armor smith.
Yep, blacksmith.
And, yeah, the blacksmith, yes.
In the sleazier part of Altamira.
Yes.
Yep.
And then, I actually have that written down. I was trying to go off my memory.
I'll try and write mine down.
His name was Detail Knapp. Remember him?
Set up this collar and Blackbird in Parktown.
Yeah, he said he points toward the message's hiding place around the neck of the largest black brant in Altamira's Parque Salvaje.
Yes.
Salvaje.
Yep, that's exactly it. Collar and Blackbird in Parktown.
That's everything you need to know.
And just so you know, for a price, Benito might be willing to help you catch it.
I've got my character. I tried making a character sent, but my
How much
printer
money are we
died.
talking?
Oh, you know, just the usual fee.
10 gilder?
Oh, sure. Okay, 20.
No, I know. I was going to go lower. 5 gilder. It's just to catch a bird. Don't you do this for a living? I mean, how do you eat?
Oh, that's great.
I usually suck
There's
them
a
on
dog,
taking.
too.
I mean, I have a job, but you know, there's my, well, you know, I'm a tour guide and I do odd jobs, but you know, I've got so many members of my family.
The best kind of make up about
Six children,
players.
and a wife, and a girlfriend,
Yes.
and another girlfriend.
I need to find this bird. I can't be troubled by your family.
Domestic bliss.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Even his side chick's got a side chick.
Because we always have the OGC girls.
I have to pay extra for that usually.
Right, 10 gilder. Help me get this bird.
The best
Okay,
is
let's go.
are the Vikings.
So you go to the Parque Salvaje,
Caron,
About
was it?
40%
Black Brant.
Black Brant. Yes, it's
Black Brant. All right. The hunt is on.
Yes.
As you enter the Parque Salvaje,
Thank you, Emperor.
you see a familiar face
Or two.
who is hanging out there. Or two.
I'm
Anybody else
hanging
want to be in
out.
the park?
Skulking.
I'm under a tree.
Does everybody else want to be in the park?
Everybody's in the park.
Get out of my park! What are you doing
You
here?
can still be in the park.
I'll be in
I
the
would
park.
love it if you were in the park.
At some point, I will actually roll something up once I figure out what system you're.
Awesome.
I am taking Miss Teresa for a stroll.
It does not take long to.
Determine that everyone you know is in the park.
Yes.
This is supposed to be an empty forest. Go away!
He's not gonna.
I'm reading.
And there's a bald
And I
guy
was
with a
here
big long red
first.
beard.
Well, him I know.
So wait a minute, I show up and you're already there?
Yeah. Yeah. By coincidence, without knowing that this is where you're going, he said at the end of his little adventure, I'm going to the park where I was before because that's where I need to be. I'm like, that's where Antonius going. He's like, that's perfect.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing
And I've
here?
been helping you with the past adventure, so I said I'd meet you there.
Okay.
Please.
Good. Thank you. I'm
So call me when you need me.
Here
I'll
to
be
get a
reading.
bird.
I was able to.
I'm preparing to kill a man.
Because it's not
what?
one enough for women.
At least
Like
one.
60
I-
He
I-
deserves it.
I'm like, I'm wearing my.
I'm preparing to kill a man.
No, I heard you.
Benito goes, it's not me, is it?
It is not.
Okay.
I don't think so. No, it's not.
Well, it can't be me. I'm not a man.
So why are you
Especially to go
skulking
with
here
my
to prepare to
Roadhog
kill a
mask.
man?
He's not
Because
skulking.
he's on his way. And I'm preparing for him. I'm going to meet him here.
He does not have that skill. He can't skulk.
He
Who,
can,
me?
however,
You
track.
don't have skulk.
Not literal skulk, but I have stealth.
Right, yeah, but that's not
You
skulk.
know, I
Sorry,
wonder
fair
if I
enough.
could
Then
spell.
I'm stealthing.
I have
So-
a character concept.
So I just have to work on a couple
So-
minutes of reading. Let me know when you need me.
All right, so she's gonna go back to reading, and
And
Benito's
eating
like,
sticky buns. Well, not
Um,
sticky buns, 'cause that would be bad for the book.
it's difficult to find the birds
Take it with a drop in, yes.
in general because they can be anywhere in the park, but unfortunately they're not quiet.
That's one of those
So it's, if we're, not that I'm trying to insult you, but if you could shut your pie hole for a minute, we might be able to listen for them.
Wow. You know, you almost sound like you want to get it.
I'm amazed at the
I mean, like a
how he's talking to you.
What's that?
Wait, what?
I mean, like a roll with some
There's actually
sausage in
a
it with
He
one
talks to you
hand
like I
and
talk to you.
three people.
He talks to me like all my friends talk to me.
Well, it is interesting because he's been very obsequious to you before. So him saying "shut your pie hole" is quite forward in comparison to his usual behavior.
Is that
I
even
just
a term
want to
for
get this done and over with.
It is when I say it is.
I can almost taste.
What kind of world would it shut
Freedom.
without shut your meat hole?
Freedom.
Yes.
I like that. Shut
I'm
your
over
meat
here
hole.
eating meat pies, so yes, there
Shut
are
your wine
pies.
hole.
So yeah. No.
Shut your Montaigne wine hole.
So yeah. What do you
Go hole.
So when he said that, I'm like, wow, but you're almost acting like you want to get hit. But for the sake of what we're doing now, we'll get to that later.
And he still
Why are you
won't
looking
shut
for a
up.
bird?
You know, it's a long story.
I
It is a long
know.
story,
I imagine
actually.
this is a
All right, so
really
It's a
long
long,
story.
long.
Let him hunt the
I'm just trying to
birds.
find a bird. It's important.
Meat roll?
A black bird.
There's a bird.
black
Yeah.
rat.
Oh, a black one.
There you go.
Is it
Rim
specific?
jar. Meat roll?
Wait, a specific bird?
Is that
It
tamale?
is in fact a specific bird. Yes.
Because if it was important to you, we could have given you the bird long ago.
To a
Well,
bird.
it's a black rat, and it is.
A wren?
It's actually in this part of town. There's something in its collar.
Yes.
It's something. It's what?
A pigeon?
There's something in it in its collar.
It has a collar.
Yes.
A bird with a collar.
Yes.
Is it
In
a
the savage bird? How do you say
So it's an escaped pet bird.
Park is
Why
savage?
there's so many questions? It's a bird with a collar, people. Just help me find it.
Which
please.
color is this?
It's a black bird. It's
With
a
what
black
color
bird
collar?
that has a collar.
Because
If
the
you
collar-
find
Because there's a
the
blackbird
bird-
with more than one blackbird with a collar.
Of course there could be. Is it a red collar, a green collar? Is it a black collar? And if it is a black collar, how do you know there's a collar on it?
Okay,
Exactly.
forget the color.
wondering
Any
that too.
bird that has a collar. If there's a
I
bird
think
that has a
he can
collar,
roll
wait,
and
wait,
stick
tell
it in
me.
his mouth.
It
So-
doesn't matter what the
So
color
does
is.
color.
Meantime, every bird
So we're
within
supposed
about
to
a
forget
half
that there's a
mile of here
collar.
is flown away.
But find the bird that has a collar.
Yes, that's it. We're just
Okay,
going
so
to that.
full action.
Shut your pie hole so, I
we
can
need to kill a bird
read.
with a collar.
Not realizing
No.
there's a collar on it.
Preferably not.
I'm kind of
There's
putting mine at the
Well,
same
there's
time
something
as
on the collar.
his.
That's all I really want. I mean,
So if we kill it, then you can have what's on the collar.
sure.
Got it.
Got it.
Can we have the bird?
I don't care.
Well,
Yes, you can have the bird. I
This
just
is
need
the
one.
wild part.
Yes.
You're not supposed to kill it.
If we get the bird, can you flay it and make it edible?
Yes.
Great. We'll eat the bird after we kill it.
You're not supposed to kill any of the animals here
It's okay. The emperor
Why?
says it's fine.
because it's a park.
It's apparently okay Oh, with the
We
emperor.
come here to watch the.
I lived here for a month.
Yes.
Eating the animals. Because I couldn't buy food.
That should have been a side quest.
So perhaps the bird is
Wait.
already gone.
Wait.
This is the bigger You question.
Oh,
just have a note and a thing in your backpack, right?
This is the whole thing. Bridget's like, it's a bird that has a collar. Bridget's like, a bird.
But that's
It was delicious.
Well, the bigger question is, how much were the people paying to come here and watch him in the park?
All right, so.
He's just as much of an animal as
So
everyone else.
help me find this bird.
All right,
Let me
so,
find the bird.
so
Yeah.
perception rolls for whoever wants to
helping.
try and find this bird.
Roll my keen senses.
Hey, don't laugh. You're the one
Who's
who
helping
thinks-
me? I need help, people.
I have a 14.
Sorry,
There's a
I
bird.
don't have a character
Oh, it's
sheet
not
to
black.
roll, so.
24.
3 keeps it.
Nice.
I have found this
I
collar.
need some dice. I bought my dice.
You're supposed to be the one
It's alright,
finding
come
this
here.
bird.
14.
That's true.
I don't know what my let's see. All right, so 3 keeps it. That's actually 12 plus whatever stat.
I got 22.
You think 22
Wow.
or 23
Oh, wait, that's
is good
4.
enough?
That's cheat.
What?
You are a cheater.
I said I got
No,
22.
he's messing with
Oh, wait, that's
Antonio,
4.
everybody's favorite game. Why do you think there
I
are
have a
2, 4, 6,
24.
8, 10,
I will trust
11
his-
of us here just to
his
watch this
vision.
show and getting it
That's not actually
recorded?
vision.
Hopefully the whole
Because
thing.
he amazingly enough shut his butthole long enough to listen.
Of course. And
And
listen
to
with
hear some
Antonio,
birds
it's
kind of making noise
it's almost an
down
Olympic
by the
sport.
stream over there. Now, like I said, the streams in this town are not like, you know, go gently down. It's like, and then there's the stream, and then it comes back up the other side. So
They have streams
They're-
that go uphill in this town? They have streams that go uphill in this town?
It's Castile. It's all top.
It's awesome.
It's extra pretty. They have these jets at the bottom that shoot the water back up.
Extra pretty.
So,
It's all the silver.
so run on over there.
Yes.
There's about between 70 and 58,000 different black birds piled in a cluster, all kind of pecking at one another and drinking the water and sitting down and taking a lot of shits about everywhere.
Yeah, when I see I go,
Carry on
there's a
my
black
meat
bird.
roll.
Oh, how many of them have collars on? Benito, someone's gonna have to go down there.
Yep.
Yep.
You're actually the one who's supposed to find it.
I believe this has Montan written all over it.
Why? Because they're both covered in.
Montaigne are known for their climbing ability.
I mean, they're already full of it.
we're
Might as well be
not.
all covered in it.
No, we're
They're
not.
known for their falling abilities.
Isn't this his?
If there's water down there, if you fall, you land.
Yeah,
in the
he's
water,
the one that
it'll
has
be
to go
soft.
in there.
No.
Anytime you don't
And it's at
want
least a
no
foot
money,
deep.
Did you hear what we did to him, covering him in mud?
then perhaps you them down there and see which one has a
And
collar.
various other DJs.
How much more? Because, you know,
21.
my
We
third
currently got him in
girlfriend,
velvet and ermine in the
21,
height of
yeah.
summer.
Let me actually keep track of this.
he runs down and says, "Is this it?" Ow! It's pecking me. Is this it? Ow!
Oh, get out of the way, you idiot! And I jumped down there. And then when I jumped down there, I pushed him out of the way, and I start.
Oh, they're not happy. Apparently, these black brants, they have a notoriously bad sense of humor about being grabbed, and so they attack you.
Bird swarm.
Some of them come flying at you.
I want to put Gilder on the birds.
I am
I'm gonna use your dice here.
So this guy that he hired,
the
is
birds
his
have a
name
favorite.
They
Mike
do
Robite?
5
Yes.
questions.
And I will resist with
Man, it's
my
gonna suck when someone
toughness and
fires
my
off a gun
brawn.
and
because
watch
I
them
am
all
a
just
tough
go
man.
They go nuts.
Crap. Whew. Good thing that they're not really tough. Because
So
an
did
11 would've-
you remember to put the bird feed in his coat?
So
No, see, I brought the meat
yeah,
rolls and
I'm
it's
just smacking
shredded
them away, and I'm
someone's love.
pulling.
They keep attacking you,
Here,
and there
close about his
are
back.
literally thousands of them.
I just think the idea of him just having a jacket lined with bird food would be
And it's the law.
absolutely
No,
hilarious.
see, I gave you a meat roll earlier. You
Oh,
can
see.
just start
Can
shredding
anybody
it.
help me?
There's one.
Didn't you know that was
You didn't check that one. No, not that one. That one.
Yes.
No, that one.
Grab the
I'm
one on your
Pointing
left.
right at it.
No, the other one on your left.
There's one on your left shoulder. That might be it. And I'm gonna.
Wait,
so
the one on your hat. The
I'm
one on your
gonna
hat.
leave the pile and go to the edge.
So
Okay.
military
And
left.
They chase you.
Oh shit.
So who convinced
do.
him that these birds had like some
So
kind of
I'm gonna start running away from
Yes.
them.
clue
Yes,
to
they
his
fly.
existence or whatever?
One
I
of
don't
them
know.
takes
We would ask
flight
him.
and dive bombs your head.
No, it's much more fun to watch.
Bam! And he's bigger than the rest.
Yeah, I know. I'm
So
sitting
he
there.
does 12 flushes.
The king bucket.
Hits you in the head.
Right.
All the rest of you realize that he has a thing on his collar. that
Aha!
is wham, and
Jump
then he flies
Never
off.
mind. Never mind.
There he
So I do
goes.
the first time. I've never done this before. I pull out the pistol, the rusty old pistol I have, and I'm like, and I'm gonna take a pot shot at it.
Really?
Absolutely.
Took a dramatic.
Oh, go for it.
Because I'm not gonna hit.
He just took a dramatic wound from a
Oh,
bird
is that your
bite.
first one or your second
That's
one?
my first one.
Terrible. Terrible.
Local hero shoots bird.
Terrible.
Animal sanctuary.
It flies away and it lands on the stream on the far side, and the rest of them continue attacking.
Francois,
still
that's
chasing
the leader. I don't even notice that it went down. Right? I
No,
don't even
he
know the collar.
hit you from the back of the head, and then he flew over you.
I can't help him anymore because I have to reload my gun. So like,
Francois.
Run, River,
And I'll
run, River.
get the big one, the leader. And I'm, That's I heard the gunfire. That's definitely a good.
They shoot. They shoot. Flesh wounds. They continue attacking you.
Oh my god, he's gonna have like 20 dramatic wounds.
I'm gonna.
You see him lying face down in the street.
You're now going to try and shoot these.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not going to try to. I am going to shoot.
Okay. Go,
So maybe
go.
the gunpowder. I
This
mean,
is where
maybe
it
the
falls
damage.
the
They'll be like,
room,
oh,
okay,
this guy's
yeah.
shooting at me.
Because that's going to slow them down.
So where's
thinking
bird
that
landing? Where's this bird landing?
The actual bird is
Yeah.
on the other side of the river.
Oh, so it's pretty deep. Yeah.
Well, we
Oh,
haven't
get right
found
there.
out yet.
I'm not going out.
Megan, can you give me 2 more dice, please? Okay, there we go.
I can't tell.
This is good.
This is good.
So,
Oh
well,
yeah, I see.
10, 28 to hit.
You blow away one of these birds, just black feathers.
So
Shoot everywhere.
I'm
Laying
gonna,
down 900
every, I'm gonna roll like it's like oh, one of my friends just got.
That's
blown
the
out.
thing about these particular birds. They're nasty of temperament and they're
And
stupid as all
territorial.
hell and very, very territorial.
Swim.
So
Swim.
Go for the
shooting
river!
one
Go
of
for
them
the
won't
river!
Stop them even in the slightest. They just come. They just swarm around the dead carcass and attack you some more.
Holy hell!
Francois, into the river.
No, I'm fighting, so I can't even hear you guys.
7 more flesh wounds. Oh yeah, and they're loud too.
Is that one big black bird still over there?
Oh yeah, it's sitting quietly.
This is terrible.
It's on the other side
It's
of the river.
hilarious, and you're loving every
Okay.
minute of
So I
it.
have it here.
It is.
I'll
but
cross
it's
the river.
bad,
All
too.
right.
Total.
And try and sneak up on. Do I need a swing check to get across? Or
It's about this deep, but
okay. So on me, it's on
And actually,
here.
he would know that he spent a month in
That's
the
true.
car.
you know the river.
I know the
Yeah.
I am hauling so
All right.
much ass.
You have been here before because you've been staying
Not like
here.
it totally
There's a very
break the
easy
Look
way
who
to
comes
avoid
up.
this.
Away or something.
There was some
What?
shooting in
The attack.
Oh, the bird?
Bring food.
going on?
Any kind of
Well,
food.
John
Just throw food down there and they'll go
Francois
after
bird
Ha-
with
ha-
collar on
if
its
they're
neck,
stupid
and
enough
I
that
am
you
reading a
use
book.
gravel, it'll work
And eating meat
about
rolls.
3/4 of the time.
If I had a tamale,
He races down the hill, scooching across the river.
okay, I'll actually thank you. I'll break it up a little bit
Yep.
and toss.
I
it
was
over
gonna
there.
say I was handing out meat
He-
rolls to everybody earlier,
He
so
starts eating
That's
the
right.
thing. All right. You're gonna
I
do
am
7 flesh wounds.
hauling ass out of that park.
You're running away.
Yes.
Okay.
You forgot the bird.
You,
I can't even listen to you guys. I'm getting attacked. I
know, over there, the big one.
You're too smart. I can't do this right now.
I'm gonna go
And
over and steal the big one.
barrel ass out of there.
Barrel ass.
You're about halfway out of this park before they give up the fight.
Okay.
So
Once they give up, I jog back and try to do it again.
all right.
Oh, hey, it's this
So
asshole
you
again.
run straight back down the hill.
I'm
attack them?
catching my breath.
Okay. What is your method of attack this time?
I
Meat
Wait,
rolls
but before you get there, so you throw the thing, he comes up, he starts
And
eating.
he's eating.
the big
While
one.
he's eating, I'm gonna move up
as
slowly
I'm jogging, are you telling me this?
and
That's the general.
try and grab
He
him.
has a collar with a thing on it.
He what?
If
Has
you
a
grab
collar
him, he's
with a
gonna
thing on
get
it.
mad and
Okay.
attack you.
Well, I just want to grab him long enough to be able to grab the collar and.
The one that
can
hits you off the head?
Yeah.
It's just tied on there. Just pull the bow off and it'll pop off.
Oh, okay. So they'll do that then. Pop her off.
All right.
Oh, and
so
I'm
it drops down. He continues eating the tamale.
You're welcome.
He does not say thank you.
They're
They're
rude.
kind of selfish that way.
He's looking like, fuck you, asshole.
So you have it.
Yep.
like a pigeon.
I go back across the river
Yep.
and watch as he deals with the birds.
Oh, I thought because he's pointing it out, so I'm looking at what you're
No,
doing.
no, no. You haven't come back. You ran off.
Oh, okay, so you haven't
seen
told
that
me.
he-
So, yeah, I'm-
he in fact has it.
Oh, you ran away from the birds?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, you think I'm
And
watching
now he's
this?
doing
Yeah,
it.
You're
all
shooting
that.
at. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
I left.
He
Is
got
there
one dramatic
popcorn
wound
vendor
and chickened
somewhere?
right out.
Is there a popcorn vendor somewhere?
No, no,
Is
he
that
ran
something-
out.
Vendor, you know, we
Popcorn
need
vendor?
popcorn.
I am
There's
mortified
There's
for
a
our
tamale
people.
man. He brings tamales anytime you
and I
mention
picked
him.
up meat rolls.
Really need, this is such
John,
a good show.
he didn't
we
check it out, he
really
ran
need
away.
popcorn.
All right.
What?
All
He
right.
didn't check
so
it out. He
I
ran
had some
away.
ran away.
I'll have
No,
five.
no,
I
it's
see
okay.
it. I
It's
start
just
to
a
try
wing.
to Try to get close to them.
Okay, so are you using sneak? Do you have sneak?
Let's see how
I
many
do
more
not
plates
have
he has
sneak.
before
Okay.
I've never
he
had
figures
this
it
stealth
Or
out.
stealth or anything like that.
No, I don't have.
Unobtrusive.
Unobtrusive.
Instead of a musket,
Just a
you
plant.
have a blunt.
Yeah.
Actually,
So, Brinjar, here's my question.
Servants
Do we
everywhere.
read his note before he gets back?
I was going to.
actually, before I get within distance,
Yes.
I'm gonna try from
Well, I
range
probably can't,
with a
but-
musket, shoot one of them.
This is where you should feed the birds with the
Okay, you're gonna shoot them from a long distance.
Oh, that's right. We got tamales, we got
Yeah.
meat rolls. We
Yeah.
start throwing
Okay.
them to the birds.
Right. Any particular one?
The closest one.
You rolled it in.
We're going to help by feeding the birds.
They seem pretty happy about that.
Oh shit.
And we're going to see how long it takes him to figure out that we've got it before we open it and read it for him.
2, 3.
But when I get on the other side of the river,
Yes.
I just
Swim, you just walk back across.
Yeah, walk around. So take a look at what it's
Do,
a river with.
do you already know what it says? I'm pretty sure you do.
So
You can't read.
Already know?
You can't read.
Because
Can
you've
you?
been
No,
told
I
the full.
Has Mark told you what?
If you did, I don't remember.
Okay.
So 14.
14? All right. I will. Later on, I will let you read it
Fair
first.
enough. Okay. I run out. Well, unless it's in Destin, I can't read it.
No, because you will not be able to read
What
it.
is going on?
I'm trying to get a bird with a
Look,
collar.
you conveniently have a Montaigne here.
Yes.
Okay, you
Mark?
know at this range it's minus 15 to your hit because it's a pistol.
Okay.
Because it's not a bored weapon, so it's not going to. It's going to
that
shoot
what he's looking
wide. So you
for?
rolled a
Yeah, I
negative
think
one.
so.
So this said -1. Get the birds to kind of. Oh, he means business. Flutter.
No.
Okay.
No, but you might have shot one of your compatriots. This is good.
So I'm
What are you doing?
trying to get one of the birds that has a
You do know I
collar.
have no
You
dramatic
know
moves,
that
right?
you're not supposed to
You
be
do know I don't have any
shooting
dramatic
I
moves.
have the Emperor's
And I do have to
blessing. I
end
can do
every
whatever
game
I
session
want
with
here.
dramatic moves, so.
I need
So,
this collar. Trust me, it's of the utmost importance.
Brinjar?
We can get birds later.
You
We
mean
can-
this? You mean this collar?
Yeah, you hear
Where'd you get that?
From a bird?
The one that's sleeping next to the pile of tamales.
From that bird?
And the tamale man, of course, shows up again.
Come
Why didn't you say so?
I just
We
did.
tried to.
You were running away.
And shooting the birds.
Oh.
So you open the collar.
Yeah.
And inside there is.
Oh shit.
Wait! Before you, this means something.
Yeah. Okay.
What? It means something. It's important. It's a black ribbon.
From
Black in Montaigne symbolizes death.
Oh man.
He's gonna tie that around his dick later.
Read it to everybody.
Dear Francois, by the time you read this, you will have been in Altamira for several months, and by that time you will have had many adventures. You are no doubt wondering what mud walls and blacksmiths. Before I keep reading this, where's Benito?
He's standing by.
He's.
And you
He's
don't-
there.
I'm gonna. Is he close by? I mean, within.
Within running distance.
Within striking distance.
Benito, I need you to come here real quick.
Mark, as soon as he starts reading the letter, I pull Benito to the far side of me. Not gonna let you strike a servant. Read your letter.
You probably want to read that.
How far away is she from me? 'Cause
Far enough.
I'm gonna try to close the distance.
Are you really not going to read that?
I'm just preparing myself because Benito has been putting me through so much that if this is another one of his games, he's getting shot.
I'm just giving him room enough to run.
Well, if you're in the way, you're gonna get shot.
Read your letter.
You're no doubt wondering what mud walls, blacksmiths, war, and cannonballs have to do with your search. The answer has to do with your actions just before your cousin ordered you to interrogate that prisoner. The prisoner just happened to have information about his event. Let me refresh your memory. Jimmy assigned you to command a detailed guarding an Eisen diplomat. You were specifically instructed to confer every respect and courtesy to him. You spent less than a week together, and once you had conveyed to him the Chateau de Soleil, you report
The Chateau de Soleil is the emperor's castle. So you took him After staying with him for less than a week, you conferred him to the castle, and then read it.
So he was a typical Eisen, boorish, uneducated, and filthy. Okay. What you left out was that you apparently saw fit to convey your opinions to your charge. I know this because he said as much to the Emperor. He was so incensed by your never-ending prattle that he cursed the king and shat in his face?
Spat in his
Oh,
face.
spat in his face.
Shat, spat, close enough.
He was, of course, executed immediately for the
Effrontery.
effrontery.
Keep reading, because we want to hear
You
it.
spent less than a week together.
Read out
You
loud.
had conveyed him.
Come on.
He was a typical Eisenborch, uneducated and filthy. But your family apparently saw fit to convey your opinion to your charge. What? I said it to who?
You said it to an Eisen. You told him he was filthy, boorish, uneducated.
You mean I said it to his face?
Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds about right, okay. What you don't know is the reason for this man's presence. The man was a Nibelung.
Nibelungen.
One of the Eisen blacksmiths who knows the working of the Draken Eisen.
Oh.
Despite his people's admonition against selling any other stuff, he agreed to make the cannonballs for our army. Cannonballs which would have destroyed La Muralla al Último and put an end to the Castilian resistance once and for all. And because you couldn't keep your mouth shut and follow instructions, you not only endangered lives, but you have potentially endangered our standing with the Emperor. If he has his way, your life will be forfeit. Fortunate for you, I was able to distract him elsewhere. So consider this your punishment. You will not find Isabel Altamira, which is the reason for the goose in your pursuit of it.
Black Brant is a goose in the wild animal park.
You will stay there until I and I alone call you home. I hope you will use the time to learn the error of your ways.
Ow!
Your loving and very disappointed aunt, Therese.
That explains the black. So,
Dead to him, so to speak.
You have been exiled
You've been
and
on
we're
a
now
6-month wild goose
The expression
chase.
is.
Yeah.
it's not over.
I think you shattered him.
Well, that was interesting.
Me roll.
Are you trying to reread it? Am I broken you?
He's hoping it's
I don't think. Maybe there's some. Maybe I missed something.
What did you miss?
Like a sentence in here or something.
That says
What
you're
the
the
part
greatest.
you
The part that made it good.
part that made it. Here's Isabet, and you can have her.
I believe it was pretty clear what it
I'm
said.
thinking it was pretty clear.
Yeah.
No, I don't think there was anything you're
he,
missing.
yeah, that's really cool.
That's pretty good.
You could have won the war with Castile.
Beaten them entirely. Those
Yeah.
cannonballs
And
would have
actually
blown that wall
been-
to pieces.
In the right, saying that you are here as the law in Altamira
Who is that from?
months ago.
That is from Therese.
His aunt.
I thought that was my grandmother. I thought that was-
She's the matriarch of the family. She makes all the decisions for your family.
Oh.
And when she says you're exiled, she means it. Don't come back. That's what the black ribbon means.
Yeah.
As far as she's concerned, you're dead until she says you're not dead.
Sorcery.
All right.
Well, I guess I'm sorry I asked you to go to.
He's lucky he didn't get caught.
Wait,
He
if
flashed his
this was
ring.
after this, I would not go back to Montaigne.
Yeah, you're right, you would.
Yeah.
So, as he's continuing to stare at this, the rest of you notice that there's a young man walking up towards you. He is dressed similarly to Jean-Francois, but he's a little bit taller.
A little bit cleaner.
A lot cleaner.
Doesn't look like it's been shredded by birds.
Huh?
It doesn't look like he's been shredded by birds.
Does not look like he's been shredded by birds.
Does he not have a look of shock on his face?
No look of shock on his face at all.
Does he? Is that a Musketeers uniform he's wearing?
Oh, absolutely, it's a Musketeers.
Oh.
Good afternoon,
And you are
Monsieur.
Montaigne, correct, sir?
Oh, I am.
You absolutely unequivocally recognized him. There's no way you could miss this gentleman.
This is the chief of the Musketeers.
This would be Jean-Marie Riens de Roger, the captain of the Musketeers,
Monsieur.
and his cousin. He walks up.
I give him a respectful.
I bow, though not as
He nods at
flamboyantly.
both of you, but comes up
And
then
stepping
goes
back to give him space.
goes straight over to Benito and gives him a big hug. Benito, it is so wonderful to see you once again. I can't thank you enough for doing this favor for me and for tolerating this.
Oh, wow.
Can I like high five Benito? Like,
Can I buy you a drink? Or three, or four?
Which would explain why he told you to shut your pie hole. Because even he had enough. All right.
Still rearing.
No, he's hoping there's something that's going to let him out.
Yeah, he's caught in this loop. It's gonna be like 20 minutes.
All right. He says, cousin.
I don't think
cousin?
I've ever seen him silent.
Can I get Jean-Marie is there, captain of the Musketeers, and your superior, not to mention your cousin. I know that our aunt's letter was harsh. I thought maybe that a friendly face might be able to give you a little more advice than that. I want you to understand how much work it took to set this up. It would have been impossible for one person. That's why I asked for help. Throughout my life, I have had the good fortune to make many loyal friends, even outside of Montaigne. For example, when ruffians attacked Benito's sister, I just happened to be there to save her honor. Benito was so grateful he offered his eternal loyalty to me, even going so far as to tolerate the insults of a boisterous Montaigne for months on end. Friends, he explains, can be found anywhere, but to find them you must first look and not down the end of your nose. I hope that you will take this time, like she said, and learn from your mistake. And with that, he pats Benito, and the two of them walk off.
Meatball?
Actually, I expected something far worse.
You must fall upon your sword.
Jean-Francois, let me buy you a drink.
No wonder.
So, Jean,
This is like
we
so
had old Miguel.
There is
Miguel. We have
Where's
old
place?
Francois.
That's what I knew.
Francois.
Francois.
He left.
Oh, it's gonna get more evil. Way more evil. Now
We're
the ninja's
still
gone.
not even done.
This was just, as I said, the first reveal.
Jeez.
I think you broke him. So while he's stuck reading his letter, did I find what I wanted in the books?
I don't know, did you?
I think it's Adventure 4 or 5, trying to chase down the information on the Botswana I've been searching for, but
You
think
can
you said it was
find
either this
some
one or
of it,
OGC.
or you can find some of it, but not all of it. You can keep that, by the way. That's your
Oh, yeah.
very own handout.
You can file that
You can
away.
even keep the ribbon for you.
And my cousin left.
And he left.
Yeah.
you're dead to him.
You're in exile. What can you do? He can't fix this.
But you have friends. If you'll pay attention to them.
Friends who have
And now I'm
shaved
worried
their
I
heads
actually
for
broke
you,
him.
who have gone through hell and high water for you.
You need some mead.
Who've forded a river
Yeah,
for
it's a
you.
meat hall. Let's go slay some
I was
monsters
going
while
for
we're at
beer,
it too.
but
He's still-
He's looking for the
I do
loophole.
not think the words
He's
have
looking for the
changed
loophole.
since
Put a
your
hand on
last
his
week.
back and gently
Start
push
pushing him out.
Just push him out the
Let's
park.
move along.
Put food in his mouth.
I heard this guy tell a monastery that might take him in.
Maybe
He'd have a
maybe
great
worry
quiet
about
room.
Patty's
Oh,
throat,
yeah.
so we'll swallow.
He screams occasionally, but usually only when people talk to him.
So you cut off like money.
Yup.
Oh yeah, he's cut off.
Francois, you know, I am looking for a roommate.
Or Bridge I'm sure he'd be happy to share the park with you.
Yeah, there's lots of room here. Well, there is a recently vacated room over a very nice inn.
I don't think even Eladio's goodwill would go that far, I'm afraid.
I don't know if you noticed, but
I am going to walk.
Get killed monsters.
Away.
You can always sleep in the meat hall.
We try and escort him someplace safer while he's still in shock
Make sure he
loop.
doesn't walk in the middle of the road.
Or the geese.
Doesn't slam into Santino, you know, the usual.
Oh, God.
and with that we have played 7 of 8. Oh, did I mention that there's one more adventure left for you?
You crushed his character. Good job. You can come back from it.
It's gonna get worse.
It can't get any worse.
Oh, we
I
can.
was gonna say,
Never,
Antonio.
ever say that.
Every
Do
time
me
you
a
say that,
favor,
it
write down on your
always
character
gets
sheet.
worse.
As soon as he leaves, I'll tell the rest of you what I did.
I bet you 2 cupcakes that is gonna get worse.
there's no way he can get worse.
Oh, it can get so
Oh, it
much
can
worse.
definitely
So much
get
worse.
worse.
I can imagine how worse it can get.
Well, when it,
Okay, now Antonio's serious. I gotta know. Was that a good ending?
Oh my god.
Because
Antonio thrives on pain.
I'm kind of worried that you're really upset.
No. I am. I don't
Mind
know. I don't
blown.
even know. My mind is blown.
You can see why he told me to keep absolute silence on this.
I've been holding that for 7 years.
This for 7 years.
I've been waiting for this.
He made that before he knew you.
This is like this year is like the year of payoffs.
Yeah.
Everything's paying off.
Well, it's going to be for the next couple of years.
Yeah, no, it's
actually,
great.
so
That's
it'll be
all
time
that
to-
building
A lot of
is.
stuff.
So I pissed off the Emperor.
He ordered your execution.
So maybe he's pissed off a little.
he's only slightly
I think,
angry.
Sean, that
He's
perhaps you
hurt.
should
That's
ease
bad.
up on the authority of the
Like his
Emperor.
highest
for
So essentially, this Eisen that he was supposed to handle, he annoyed the Eisen
Yes.
to the point where
Well,
he wouldn't do what
He just did what he always does.
Right.
No,
Oh,
But he
you
annoyed him because the
visualize
Eisen
it.
wouldn't work to make the cannonballs that he
Right.
was supposed to. Okay.
Yeah, he actually said, if
Guys
this
that
is your
spat in Emperor's
hospitality,
face
I
and got
spit on your
executed, so-
hospitality and spit in Lemper's face.
Right.
And so Lemper had him executed because that's what he does.
And then regretted it because he
And then-
didn't have the eyes in.
Now he's got no cannonballs, and this guy's dead. So
Right.
who else is to blame?
And no
Yeah.
doubt
Whoever
that
was
there's
handling it.
Yeah, 'cause the
faction
Emperor
of
can't-
Eisen that are
Yeah.
pissed.
Because the Emperor
Can I
can't
get
be
my
blamed
dice
for
back,
anything.
please?
Right.
It's not the Emperor's fault.
That he's an asshole.
So,
By definition.
so the guy you met, the prisoner you interrogated, he's part of it too. They just put him there to get you out of town. You were set up from the get-go just to get rid of you so that you weren't executed.
So they pulled every string they had to save your life.
It's fortunately your family is
Those
among,
are
Is among the most powerful of the.
well, they're the militarily most powerful. They're not
Yeah.
the richest or the,
No.
but yes,
What did they just tell me?
They did just
Would you
tell
have
you.
listened?
because you would have said, so what? He's dirty and filthy and.
But no, why didn't they just tell me that the Emperor had?
Because they need you to come back at some point, but you need to fix this. And I mean fix you, not this, because you can fix this.
They think you have potential.
Yes. Well, your family, so they're not going to give up on you.
Yeah.
And you have potential. We all have potential.
Untapped potential.
Some of
But
us are just potential
the Emperor
assholes.
hates me, and I cost us the war.
Yup.
Well,
That's the part that
maybe
pisses him
not.
off
That's-
more.
So, Mr. I should
Yeah.
be in charge of your
Custodians didn't die.
military? Yes, you should be.
Well, actually, my flintlocks aren't loaded because otherwise I'd kill myself.
I mean, you do have a sword.
No, I'm afraid you can't do that. We have to agree to it, and then you have to have a soliloquy.
Oh
Yep.
my god!
We give you a
There is
soliloquy.
no way this can get worse.
Yes, it can.
No, there's no way.
No,
Challenge
Mark is
accepted.
really
Does-
good at
he
it.
does- He is saying that, is aware that
really
he's saying
is.
it to me, right? Is aware that sound is coming all the way to my ears.
It can
Antonio,
always get
remember I
worse.
mentioned earlier that I made the mistake of giving him the background orphan and not telling him how? Yeah, my parents died in a fire set by a guy, and then I ended up beating the living daylights out of his son because he looked just like him, and they died when I was 6. It was going to end that he was stuck in a ferry hole, and I could either get my revenge and pull him out, or leave him there for eternity because he couldn't get out himself.
Well,
A space about 12 feet.
not eternity.
Yes.
Yes, eternity.
They cursed him. He can live forever.
Oh,
He
okay.
cannot. He can't.
He
If
doesn't
he
need to
leaves,
eat,
they'll
he
kill
doesn't
him.
need to drink.
Yeah.
If he stays there, he stays alive.
Wow.
So go ahead and kill him. It'd be doing him a favor.
Right.
And honestly, given the rest of the story he'd gotten me built up, I